top stories and want to get the morning email each weekday? Sign up here. 8 Democrats are taking their best shot against family separations at the border by speaking out and hoping their Republican colleagues pay attention. Trump could single-handedly end the practice of splitting up families at the border. But until Democrats control the House or Senate, all they can do is raise hell. Meanwhile, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen denied Sunday that the agency has any separation policy. Laura Bush called the separations cruel and immoral. And Melania Trump said in a statement she hates to see children separated from their families. HuffPost tweet, share on Facebook, Border Patrol chase ends in deadly crash. At least 5 people were killed and several others injured when an SUV believed to be carrying undocumented immigrants crashed in southern Texas after being chased by Border Patrol agents. HuffPost protesters descend on Texas tent city constructed last week to shelter migrant children. The site became home to a protest Sunday as crowds marched to oppose the separation of immigrant families at the border. HuffPost, Osaka rocked by earthquake. Officials say 3 people were killed and about 150 injured in Japan's second biggest metropolis. I thought it was a nightmare because I was so confused. The whole world was aggressively shaking. HuffPost, New Jersey Arts Festival shooting leaves 1 dead, 22 injured. 1 suspect is dead and another in custody. HuffPost, Colombia's president-elect vows to overhaul peace deal with leftist rebels. Ivan Duque pledged to unite the South American nation, but insisted he would change a landmark peace accord with leftist rebels and impose tougher punishments on rebels for war crimes. HuffPost, political fundraisers face an endless stream of harassment and young women in the industry are often expected to laugh it off. HuffPost, what's brewing? Ed Harris has no idea what's happening on Westworld either, but he does have some thoughts on what just went down. HuffPost, this is the gay church. This is where it all began. The co-owners of the Stonewall Inn reflect on running a bar that's also a cornerstone of LGBTQ history. HuffPost, Incredibles 2 is having a super opening weekend. The movie shattered the record for an opening weekend by an animated film. HuffPost, sourdough bread is helping people eat gluten again. There's some magic behind the fermentation process. HuffPost, there's a mental health crisis hitting rural areas. There isn't a single psychiatrist in 65% of non-metropolitan counties, and there's no psychologist in almost half of them. HuffPost, Beyoncé and Jay-Z have a new joint album called Everything Is Love. HuffPost, before you go today, in headlines that could have been created via Mad Libs, Ted Cruz defeats Jimmy Kimmel at basketball, inside the first known town hall to include sex workers in U.S. political history. Parkland has issued in a wave of new, red flag gun laws. Why Seth MacFarlane says he's embarrassed to work for Fox. These fashion and beauty brands are having a very bad 2018. Even in a galaxy far, far away, you can't pick your relatives. Divorce lawyers offer up some unconventional advice for saving marriages. LGBTQ people share how therapy changed their lives. Add submarining to the ever-growing list of rude things people do while dating. Just in case you need a cheat sheet to sound like you're a longtime fan of Mexico's soccer team. Download. Do you have information you want to share with HuffPost? Here's how.